Hi, everyone. Can they hear me, Jen? May headphones ba to? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you. Good morning.
Hi, Casey. Good morning.
Good morning. Do I start this anytime? Are we live to the public? Are we live na? Oh, okay, we're live. Hi, everybody. All right, so good morning to everybody here in the Philippines and everybody watching live. This is Casey Concepcion, WWF Philippines newest ambassador, and I would like to welcome all of you to the Food for the Soil, Be a Soil Mate live webinar. And before we start, we would like to inform everybody to please observe the following gentle reminders flashed on your screen throughout this session. The Food for the Soil, Be a Soil Mate, a launching event, and at the same time, an advocacy campaign aims to inform people, especially the food business sector, about the unavoidable food waste that we still happen to throw away to the landfills, and all of these things that people like me are also beginning to learn, and all of these negative implications that it has to our environment, and the easy solution that fits in the palm of our hands is right here, and we are all going to discuss it all together and learn together. So we will introduce to all of you today a platform that will encourage food businesses and the like to divert their food waste by having them collected and converted into compost, a valuable resource essential in building healthy soil. And did you guys know that December 5, Saturday, is actually World Soil Day? Advanced ang ating celebration, pero dapat everyday nating inaalala ang kalagayan ng ating Mother Earth or ang ating lupa. And starting today, let us all celebrate it by becoming a soil mate, or what we like to call protectors and lovers of our soils. And right now, the norm when dealing with with food waste is to really, from what I know, from what I see, and from what we all practice right now, is we usually gather them in plastic bags. I think we might all agree that this is the norm when it comes to food waste. And doing kitchen collabs, my virtual cookout every Saturday, I have really learned about the chef's ways and just how much food waste there really can be after a cooking session, and especially those who live with their families, or especially those that own businesses in the food business. um, the norm is to just gather all of it in plastic bags and have them hauled by dump trucks to the landfill, where they are mixed with all sorts of trash. And this also happens to be the easiest way and the most effortless way to pollute our soil and our air. So, for today's live webinar, I'm really happy because we will be talking about how we can avoid this problem and really deal with waste and food waste in a much better, and this should be the new norm now, what we're about to discuss. So before I introduce our speaker, can we do a quick location check with the audience right now? Whoever is watching, Soilmate, Be a Soilmate, Food for the Soil. Where are people from? I want to know where the audience is from. I actually don't know where you're all from. I know that a lot are from Manila, a lot are from Laguna, from Quezon City. Okay. Wow, you guys, I didn't know I was live already a while ago. I was waiting for the show to begin. But hello, everyone from QC, from Alabang, everybody from Cavite, It's so nice. You know, the Philippines can really be it could be the hub for all things ecotourism or even just sustainability. It's really something that we can celebrate this generation. It could be our generation that really makes this happen, that really makes this work. So thanks to everyone tuned in right now. This is a first for me. I'm learning about everything dahil sa hilig ko sa pagluluto and sa pagkain and sa pag-scout ng bagong restaurant or ng to support and promote restaurants here in the Philippines. I would love to really see this change happen as a consumer, but also as an Earth lover and WWF ambassador. So maraming salamat po everybody for joining us today. Also, we'd like to encourage everyone to please stay tuned until the end of the program and to listen intently to our speakers because we will be giving away prizes to the winners of our game later. Okay, so I'm pretty sure everybody's excited to get the ball rolling. So ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome WWF Philippines Project Manager for the Soilmate, not Soulmate, no, Soilmate and Sustainable Diner Project, Miss Melody Melo Reich. Good morning, Miss Mel.
Hi, Casey. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. And I would like to welcome you again to our Panda family. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. It's really my pleasure. It's what an honor to be working with all of you. I have a lot to learn and these are conversations, you know, that are so important for our generation to have. Kasi there's so much information on social media and you know we like girls like me love to talk about traveling and like to talk about products, whether it's beauty products or anything for the house, diba, or kitchen supplies or all of these things. But there are I would love to have more discussions about the effect of what we're consuming or how to really be more sustainable, but whether in fashion or food. So please take it away, Miss Mel. I'm sure our viewers are super excited to hear more about being a soil mate. I believe in soil mates. So take it away, Miss Mel.
Thank you, Casey. So good day, everyone. Welcome to Food for the Soil. Be a soilmate. So we will be talking more about food waste diversion. Ano? So for today's menu, we'll start off with the background of the project. So the sustainable diner at the same time, soil meat. Then we'll look at the food waste problem that we have here in the country, more of the environmental impacts, how to divert it away from the landfills, through composting. And lastly, we will be talking more about this soil meat. Sabi nga ni Casey, she believes in soil meat. So I hope you believe in that too. So again, I'm Mel. I'm the project manager of the Sustainable Diner Project and also of Soil Meat. So just to give you a briefer again of what the Sustainable Diner is all about. So we want to connect our food choices actually to environmental protection and environmental impacts. Ano? And we are working with integrating sustainability principles into food-related national and local policies for food business operations and consumer behavior Filipinos. So 'di ba medyo interesting siya, yung food natin kinoconnect natin sa environment. So when you say being a sustainable diner, what does it mean ba? Ano ba yung ibig sabihin natin ng pagiging isang sustainable diner? So it's actually embodying 5 principles that we have. So number 1, we promote local and seasonal produce. Second, we are all about conserving our resources such as your energy and water. And we are also about reducing your overall waste, so your single-use plastics in particular. Then we are also promoting plant-based consumption. And last but not the least, so the main topic for today, it's all about food waste. So, yung food waste kasi meron siyang kakambal na term. So, meron siyang kakambal na tinatawag nating food loss. So, you must be wondering, what is the difference between food loss and food waste? So, essentially, these two concepts are actually revolving around wasted food, but their difference lies on when they were thrown away. So, if you look at the journey of your food from the farmers up until our plates, so yung from farm to fork, so your food loss happens in the stages from the farmers, yung production side, until the markets. Whereas your food waste naman, it happens with us. Once we buy it, we prepare it, and we eat it. So in the interest of this project, we will be focusing more on food waste, yung nangyayari sa consumption side. So yun. Yung food waste kasi for the viewers and for Casey also, it's actually a big problem here in the country. In fact, in Metro Manila alone, we are wasting 2,175 tons of food waste every single day. So if you multiply it by 365 days, that's more or less 800 tons of food waste every day. Metro Manila lang yun, ah. And another fact that we have in terms of our solid waste is that majority of our solid waste is actually biodegradable waste that we should have prevented it from being dumped in the landfills. So, itong mga pressing issues na ito, ano ba yung connection niya sa ating environment or dun sa tinatawag nating climate change? So, first, when we waste a lot of food, we waste a lot of resources by just throwing away that food. So, when we waste food, we also waste number one, ito, talagang issue ng mga tao ito, yung pera. Money we use to buy it. So the second, yung resource natin in terms of water na ginamit natin during production. Then third, yung soil nutrients na ginamit natin when we grow our food. Then we also have the transportation, the labor cost, to plant, to harvest, to transport it to us. And lastly, yung time, effort, and energy ng lahat ng mga taong involved from getting your food from your farm to fork. And second, when we talk about food waste kasi, it's highly connected to your greenhouse gases. So when your food waste ends up in landfills, they rot, di ba? Nabubulok siya and it emits a very strong foul smell. So di ba mabaho siya? So actually, yung naaamoy natin na yon, it's a greenhouse gas we call methane. And when we talk about greenhouse gases kasi, we are often associating it with carbon dioxide kasi siya yung pinaka-common. But actually, your methane is a greenhouse gas that's more potent and more powerful than your carbon dioxide. Sabi nga nila, if you liken food waste to a country, it's the third largest emitter of your greenhouse gases. So yung greenhouse gases na yan, it contributes greatly or immensely to your climate change. So yun, ano 'di ba? Ngayon natin na-realize yung food natin konektado pala siya sa ating kalikasan.
Yes, Miss Mel, actually doing work with you guys no in the last few weeks or months just about food and about food waste management and things like that, and also the connection that we have, the relationship that we have with food. This is definitely something that I this is something that our generation really needs to think about more. Is I always say on my show, on my cooking show, kung saan tinuturuan ko magluto ng mga kaibigan ko with a live audience on Instagram, na food, parang our connection with food is not just about weight loss, weight gain. Our relationship with food goes beyond how food will make us feel and look. It also talks about our role as the earth. Because like I always say, we are not just living on planet Earth. We are the earth. We are the earth. So, diba, it's something we don't always really talk about or realize on a daily basis in our everyday lives, na our relationship with food, who grew it, who spent the effort, the manpower, the labors, blood, sweat, and tears, the farmers, the fishermen, they are frontliners who have really helped us to, produce this food, to get it to our tables. But what happens after we consume it is on us. Kasi wala na sila dun eh. Nagawa na nila yung trabaho to bring the food to our table. After we prepare it in our homes or our businesses and our restaurants, or, what do we do after that? And so you talking about this is so important to food lovers, restaurant goers, travelers, tourists. and of course business owners,
Mhm.
and just families, diba? Or people who are homemakers. So it is a universal concern that we don't really talk about. It's not the sexiest thing to talk about or the most, it's easy to gloss over it. So my question siguro po when it comes to food waste, diba? Everything that you're talking about. I mean, I can't believe 2,175 tons,
Per
tons of
day.
food waste
Mm-mm.
per day.
Yes.
2,175 tons of food waste are produced per day. So in
Yes.
1 week, hindi ako magaling sa math, mahina po ako sa math. Pero in 1 week, di ba? Or in one whole year, grabe.
Mhm.
Grabe. So, how can you share us exactly what efforts, exactly the real life efforts, no, that we can relate to or that we can understand, that is done by WWF's Sustainable Diner Project? I started working po with Sustainable Diner Project when I started doing my Kitchen Collabs virtual cooking show on Instagram Live, and we have an average of 2,000 people engaged in the live shows every Saturday, and about 20,000 to 35,000 people who have really viewed. And we've been talking about the sustainable diner and what they're about. So please tell us more about how we are practically IRL in real life, what we are doing, the efforts we're doing to really solve and help this problem of food waste and the mismanagement of food waste. Please tell us more
Yes.
about the solutions.
Yes. So, Casey, thank you for your insights. Ano, tama ka na tayo mga consumers, we have really the power to change the ball game in terms of our current food system. And with WWF Philippines, the Sustainable Diner Project, we have been engaging with several members of the hospitality sector that are eager to find green solutions to their food waste difficulties for almost 4 years now. So when you talk about the Sustainable Diner Project, we aim to empower our companies to reduce their food waste at source. Yun talaga yung pinaka-importante. You reduce your waste at source. Then next, you explore the possibility of donating your surplus food. Yun yung mga po pwede pa nating mapakain or pwede pa nating kainin. Then last, ito na yung pag-uusapan natin ngayon. So the rest of the time that we have, we will be talking about diverting unavoidable food waste away from the landfills. However, kasi Casey, yung pag-divert away from the landfills, the hospitality sector expressed that they are willing to help naman. But may mga challenges din kasi tayo na encounter when we talk about the diversion. So this third approach actually proves to be especially challenging to pull off for businesses, most especially those who are situated in the urban areas. So ang masasabi ko sa mga food businesses, they are actually very very welcoming with the idea of composting, ano. But with the challenges that they face, for example, meron tayong limited options for them to divert their food waste away. Kaakibat niyan yung nandun nga sila sa urban setting na limited din yung space for composting. Tapos wala ding facilities nearby for composting. Then one of their biggest concerns would be yung amoy, yung odor that can potentially attract yung mga vermin, yung mga rodents natin, pests, stray cats and dogs. And for an industry like the hospitality sector, the food service industry that is dynamic, fast-paced, and time-bound, they find composting too much of a process para gawin pa nila, no? And last issue na bring up sa amin ng mga food businesses would be the inconsistency of the hauling, because the waste collection, because sometimes the food waste tends to stay within their premises for a longer period of time. So ito yung mga challenges na nakita natin upon consultation with them.
Wow, yeah. Kasi how many restaurants are there in Metro Manila alone, right? And nagawa ko na yung math, Miss Mel.
Oh.
ito na, nag-math na ako. Nag-math
Yes.
na ako.
Sige.
800,000 tons of
Yes.
food waste is produced per year. What
Sa
does
Metro Manila lang, ha?
Metro Manila lang alone, you see?
Oo.
My gosh! So it's really a problem. We don't talk
Yes.
about it, but I hope that more conversations like this will really urge people to see that this is 800,000 tons a year from Metro Manila alone
Mm.
of food waste is a problem. Okay,
Yes.
so we're talking about the challenges in food waste diversion by the hospitality sector. So composting is too time consuming, too complex of a process. Um, it's true, we can only do so much micro, I mean, in our own business, in our own communities, our own cities. But really, if there is an inconsistency in waste collection, paano? Limited options, limited space. So recognizing all these challenges that you've just talked about faced by the hospitality sector. I mean, personally, I also have invested in certain restaurants like Mesa, and and so I really do
Mhm.
see, I have an idea of what goes on in the kitchen and what goes on in the business of it. There's so much food waste talaga per restaurant
Yes.
really.
Mm-mm.
So you can imagine, with the restaurant business booming, or before pre-COVID was truly booming, and up to now, there's so many talents, culinary talents coming up and wanting to do new things. Of course, we have to support them, and we also have to support the planet in return as our restaurant businesses boom, because
Mhm.
it's doing your due diligence, it's doing your duty as a business owner or a food lover, right? A food tourist even, but recognizing these challenges in food diversion or composting, how will these businesses, restaurants and chefs, and all of these restaurant owners move forward, the
Mhm.
hospitality sector, hotels, all of that? How do we move forward and overcome all of these limitations? Kasi
Yes.
we can talk about it all we want, right? Aminin na lang natin, we
Mhm.
can talk about this all we want, but if the solution feels unreachable or impractical, di ba we talk about solutions
Mhm.
all the time, then
Mhm.
paano? Paano po ba
Yes.
to? Um,
Yes, oo. So,
yes.
Casey, tama ka. We really have, hindi lang dapat recognizing the problem yung maging ano natin dito, approach. We have to find the solution. So, with the TSD, so the Sustainable Diner, we continuously seek to address these concerns. So, we are very fortunate that we are able to team up with Green Space. So, it's actually a company that is solely focused on food waste composting and collection. So, yan composting and collection at the same time. So, together with WWF, we are to develop an app called Soilmate, which aims to grant businesses easy access to bokashi composting and a centralized food waste collection system. So lahat ng mga challenges kanina na binabanggit natin, ina-address na natin with this partnership with Green Space. So Casey, I am very fortunate to have with me the chief soil meat of Green Space, ano. So now to guide us through bokashi composting, here's Miss Rina Papio, the chief soil mate of Green Space. Hi, Miss Rina.
Hi, Miss Rina.
Hello. Hi, good morning, Casey. Good morning, Mel.
Good morning
Hi
to you.
po.
I would love to learn more about this, just like everybody watching right now and who will be watching this post, no, this video. Please do tell us more about Green Space and also about bokashi composting. Now, I just learned about bokashi composting like yesterday or 2 days ago, and I just you thank you so much for our starter kit. I was going to order and register and apply and subscribe and all of that. But thank you for sending that over. I'm really excited to try it. So please tell us more about these solutions that are really, really doable to help the situation of 800,000 tons of food waste produced per year in Metro Manila. How do we change things, change the ending? How do we make things better and really make this the story of our generation of how we were able to achieve sustainability and reduce food waste in our city or in
Yeah.
our country?
Okay, right. Thank you, Casey. I'll be doing that this morning. And again, this is Rina, the Chief Soil Mate of Green Space, and thank you to WWF and the Sustainable Diner team for always making it possible for partners and for everyone to have access to learnings like this and the opportunity to do something to make this world a better place. Today, we will be talking to food business owners, and together let us aim to keep food waste away from landfills, because by doing so, this is how we will bounce forward and how our businesses will run in the new normal. As what we've already heard from Ms. Mel, um, we've already established that sending food waste to the landfill is a degenerative practice, and we want to stop doing this. So the question now is, how do we keep food waste away from landfills? The obvious answer, of course, is composting, but how do we compost? So there are different ways to compost, and what matters is to find what suits you. It may be defined by how much space and time you have, especially for food businesses, no, where we need to maximize the space in the kitchen. And most kitchens do not have space to do actual composting. We want less mess, and we need to do everything as quickly as possible. So no matter what it is, there must be one that suits you and your business. So this is what Green Space is all about. Green Space is a food waste composting company. When you hear Green Space, think of it as the new destination for your food waste. So hindi na landfill, where food waste is not trash and where food waste is treated as a valuable resource in building healthy soil. It is our vision in Green Space for composting to become an integral part of every person's daily life, in the same manner that we eat, drink, sleep, ganong level, no? We need to put all things in its proper place, including food waste, to always go for composting. By composting kasi we build healthy soil, which will become our constant connection to our food source. As mentioned earlier, NCR is throwing away over 2 tons of food waste daily. Na-compute ko pa, no, Casey, kung gaano kadami yun. It comes from all of our kitchens, either from home or from the food business. Imagine if all those food waste can be turned into compost, then sent to our farmers so they can have healthier soil for growing the food that we eat. This will be our role in the story of regeneration. Exciting, di ba? So,
It's regeneration, Miss Rina, when you were
yeah,
talking about it should be part of a daily lifestyle in the same
yeah,
way that eating, drinking, sleeping,
right. As long
composting.
as there's food, after mo kumain, saan mo pupunta yung mga natira? So,
Yes.
you have to
Alam
be
mo,
mindful.
yung composting po, na-intimidate po ako pag sinabing composting. Parang I remember they would teach us that no in elementary school or high school. And how come nga it's not part of our lifestyle if it's so good to if it promotes regeneration? Kasi when food waste goes into garbage bags like on the screen in plastic, first of all, we're using so much plastic with the garbage bags, and then where does it go from there? It's mixed with the non-biodegradable, and you're right there. I mean, it what a way, no? If there is a solution to make it go and turn around and go back to the earth, what we
Right,
use in our kitchens, like what like it starts from our homes, right? The
right,
kitchen is where it begins,
right,
and so it should also end on the earth in a way that regenerates the earth and helps us to grow things back. So
right.
yeah, thank you. Please continue. I would love to absorb all of this information.
Yes. Generally kasi, when we talk basura, ano na yun, we don't think about what to do with it eh. And for some, waste disposal is a free service. I mean, we just need to wait for the truck who will pick up the garbage, then it's gone. It's a free service provided by the government. Unfortunately, we're trashing our planet for free. But it's time to challenge this old idea. After today, let's be bothered and feel uneasy whenever we see food waste ending in garbage bags and then mixed with other waste. So this is the solution that we offer. From garbage bags to buckets, we will now be collecting food waste in composting buckets so it can be used to feed the soil and regenerate the planet. That's going to be through a simple method known as bokashi composting. Bokashi is a Japanese term. It means fermented organic matter. And the key to bokashi composting is anaerobic fermentation, meaning without air or you're fermenting in a closed bucket. And it happens due to the presence of beneficial bacteria or good microorganisms found in the bokashi brand. It is this fermentation stage that sets bokashi composting different from other composting method. The acidity or the pH drop during the fermentation process prevents rotting, so there's no foul odor and it will not attract pests. These are two things people commonly worry about when talking or thinking of composting. Fermentation also inhibits growth of pathogenic bacteria and it breaks down food waste for easier digestion of the soil microbes, making the whole process quicker. So let's look at our role in bokashi composting in two general stages, the collection stage and the composting stage. In between these stages is when the microbes are at work. So while we keep the food waste inside the closed bucket, the microbes work and ferments the food waste. The collection stage is where we all layer the food waste with bokashi bran inside the bucket, and the composting stage is where we layer the fermented food waste in soil to finish off the decomposition. At the very least, all of us can collect our food waste in buckets. And this is what we ask our clients to do as a soil mate. In this composting service that we offer to households and businesses, what it means is you just collect your food waste in your green space composting buckets. Then when it's full, we will get them from you and compost them for you. So that's what we have been doing. And this is a service that we're already doing for clients like Alveo Corporate Center in BGC. They have been collecting their food waste since 2019, September of 2019, and have already diverted over 1.8 tons since they started. Similarly, for Glorieta Mall, in a pilot program done from July to September 2019, over 6.5 tons of food waste have been diverted from 7 merchants who participated in a 2 months pilot program. After going through the workshop, we visited the participants' kitchens to deliver their buckets and brands, and we discussed with the staff how they can properly implement the new collection system into their day-to-day operation. After just 2 months, these are some of the feedback we got from our merchants. So first is the waste reduction. Since all food waste are neatly packed in buckets, there's much less waste left for disposing. And a significant space in the kitchen is saved. Hindi na maraming nakaset na garbage bags. Then less trash bags are used, which is both a reduction in cost and in plastic waste. Lastly, the properly segregated waste makes disposal quicker, and with the area or the kitchen area being much cleaner, it also helps in preventing pests. Mas mabilis nakakauwi ang staff after store hours. Additionally, we've been working with friends who run their own food businesses as well. Kaan Recipes by Cha is a home-based food business in Pasig City. Since their first month of operation in May of this year, 100% of their food scraps go to us for composting. For our friends from WTH Foods, it's a plant-based meat company. At the height of the lockdown, they started helping low-income families and frontliners by providing them with nutritious plant-based meals, but they went beyond providing meals. Inisip din nila yung environment, so they made sure to start composting. So if you look at it, they think of our farmers, they think of the health of the people, they think of the environment, the planet. Ang saya, di ba, kung ganito na yung bagong business as usual. So Kaan and WTH Foods each diverted over 100 kilograms of food waste so far. One major but simple change that you will need to make is your commitment to put all your food waste in a composting bucket and layer it with bokashi bran. Let's talk about the bucket. A 20-liter bucket can contain an average of 10 kilograms of food waste. It needs to have a tight cover, which is important for the anaerobic fermentation process. And please know that the cover of our buckets is made of 100% upcycled plastic made by our partner, Sentinel Upcycling Technologies. A strainer is necessary so that any excess liquid in your food waste can drain to the bottom of the bucket to avoid the content being too moist. But what comes crucial for bokashi composting is the bokashi brand. So I've been mentioning the bokashi brand. The beneficial microbes in the bokashi brand are the ones responsible for that fermentation process. So Green Space makes high quality bokashi brand by fermenting rice bran and carbonized rice hull. And we're using a superior quality microbial inoculant known as EM1. But what makes bokashi composting simple is the fact that all food waste can be added, meaning for the fast-paced nature of the food businesses, there's no need to sort through your food waste and there's no need to leave anything behind. From the scraps during preparation to leftovers of dining customers, just toss everything into your bucket. Again, we say it's simple. It may not be that easy, pero sa simula lang yon. Sabi nga, sanayan lang. And it's only a matter of time you would master the art of layering food waste and bran into your composting bucket. But how else can we master this art of layering? It's by getting into a daily food waste routine. You can put buckets or temporary collection bins in different prep stations in the kitchen, then place a strainer on standby by the kitchen sink where you will put all leftovers. So this way, any excess liquid will be drained. So there will be less liquid going into your bucket. Then you gather all your collected food waste, use your strainer as a measuring device. Kapag puno na yung strainer, toss it into your bucket, sprinkle it with a handful of bokashi bran. One handful is actually more than enough. Dinadagdagan lang natin ng up to 2 or 3 handfuls ng bokashi bran when there's meat or dairy, fish in the food waste. Kasi we need more of the microbes to ferment all the high protein stuff we put in the bucket. So you just keep adding into the bucket hanggang sa mapuno siya and you're ready to start filling up your next bucket. Make sure lang na in between adding of food waste, you keep the bucket sealed so less air goes into the bucket. As you can see, it's not really rocket science. Sanayan lang talaga yan. If there's anything that you need to seriously learn, it's understanding the smell of fermentation, starting with your bokashi brand. It will have a sweet, sour smell. Think vinegar or di ba, anything na ferment, yung mga atsara, ganyan. Once you start collecting in your bucket should also have that same fermented, close to vinegar smell. Not that gusto nating mamoy suka, but without this bokashi brand, you could end up with putrefying waste smell. So the odor of nabubulok na basura. And ayaw natin yon, especially in our kitchens. Let your nose be your guide. The moment your bucket smells bad, it means that you need to adjust something. It could be a sign that your bucket is too moist, so you have to add in layers that can absorb extra moisture, or maybe you need to put more bokashi bran. You will learn more about this and we will discuss more bokashi tips and troubleshooting when you subscribe and undergo onboarding. Now, where will your food waste go? It could go to our composting site in Plaridel, Bulacan. Luntiang Bakuran is a project of the Rotary Club of Plaridel. The compost pits you're seeing on the photo on the left side, it was built by Green Ants using Green Ants Eco Bricks. So that's your clean and dry plastic turned into bricks, turned into a composting pit. So you could also go to any of our upcoming rapid composting facility. What it means is we can compost more and more food waste as we open more composting facilities in key cities around NCR. So as we try to divert more food waste with more soil mates, we aim to close the loop similar to what we are building with the Good Food community, wherein as a subscriber, you get your supply of fruits and vegetables from Good Food Community. Then you send your food waste to Green Space for composting. The compost we make ends up with a partner farm who supplies their produce back to Good Food Community, and the loop of life goes on and on. What does healthy soil mean? What you're seeing in this photo is eggplant grown in bokashi compost, as what you're seeing on the left side of the photo, against the ones grown in soil without compost. So this is the difference between sending food waste to the landfill and composting. We're able to return all the nutrients to the soil, and the healthy soil grows healthier food. Another good news is that you will not be doing this alone. Together with WWF Philippines and the Sustainable Diner, we will be conducting more hands-on workshops with those who will subscribe to the service so you and your staff can closely learn the steps to bokashi composting and understand it more clearly. We will be guiding you on how to implement and integrate it in your day-to-day operation to make sure that the whole process would add value into your business and not cause any disruption. But why bother doing this? It may simply be for compliance, but it is our responsibility to our community, to society, and to the planet. With what's happening in our planet, it's really time to mind your food waste, our food waste. And your kitchen is where it will begin. It definitely makes good business sense. So let your sustainability program show what you mean when you talk about people, planet, profit, and purpose. Let your composting efforts appeal to the young adults who are looking for brands whom they can form lifelong commitments with. And having your community sustainable future in your priorities is something you and your customers can be proud of. Also, give your staff a chance to do something meaningful for the environment and be a model to your customers. Influence them to compost at home. Tell customers that all your kitchen scraps and all the leftovers are being composted, and ask your customers to do the same at home. Any leftovers to be discarded should be composted as well. To end, please remember that whenever we send our food waste to the landfill, we are throwing away a valuable resource that can help build soil. So it's really time to make a change. From landfillers, let's all become land healers. Be our soil mate and let's heal this planet. And you can start your composting journey with us now by scanning the code you're seeing on the screen. It will lead you to links, as what you're seeing now, where you can order products or subscribe to the composting service, watch a video tutorial, and everything else. So that's what I have for you today. Thank you very much, Casey.
Miss Rina, thank you so much. Wow. So actually, I was taking down notes while you were speaking, and I also see some questions here from people who are right here with us right now discussing our community of food, business owners, or our community in the hospitality sector, and everybody that's here right now. We will be asking you their questions later on.
Okay.
And I'm super atat na to ask you the questions. Gusto ko na po talagang magtanong kasi I really want to learn about this just like everybody else, because the idea is actually very exciting. I never thought I would be excited about something like this, but I think more and more people are becoming more hyper aware of how we can actually control what we do to be able to make the earth a better place, because climate change really is a big problem right now. We are given 10 years by authorities or by the planet protectors. No, they're giving us that report card to present in 10 years how we've done, how we've combated climate change, or what we've done for the earth. If there are certain things that are reversible, we're only able to reverse those concerns and problems in the next 10 years. And after that, if we're unable to do so, it is irreversible. So everything we hear about climate change is real, and we cannot solve it. It's such a big, vast problem. But I think something like this, when you talk about the alternative solution to food waste, that instead of throwing it in a garbage bag, a plastic garbage bag, and then it ends up in the landfills, when you talk about this alternative where instead of landfills, we go to, what's your term?
Luntiang bakuran.
Yeah, so it goes back to the earth. No, it's an alternative, and I love that. this is something we can do at home. Um,
Definitely.
I mean, I would love to find a video, a step by step. Otherwise, what you mentioned, there are workshops. It would be great to involve everybody and see how easy it is. It really is just a matter of practice. And like you said, it should be part of our lifestyle as well as eating, drinking, sleeping. So when we cook, when we eat out, we want to know that restaurants are incorporating this in their system. And you did, Miss Rina, if you don't mind, you did mention that you gave initially a 2 month run
Yes.
for the businesses. Like for example, in Glorieta, you had Bose Coffee, you had Kaya, you had McDo, you had
Right.
like 7 different
Right.
restaurants, and then you also mentioned Alveo in
Yes.
Greenbelt. So I mean, I'm not endorsing any of these, but I really do commend them for trying this
Right.
out. So you said in the 2 months that there was a 30% reduction
Mhm.
and in food wastage, or uh how do you call it? Yeah,
Actually, the waste that they dispose, because what they normally do is they just put everything mixed in a bag. But once you separate things, so if everything is mixed, everything is thrown away. But if they're properly segregated, you'll realize now, oh, I only have to throw away a smaller portion than before that I have to throw everything.
so it just takes a little bit of effort, no? Like you can't make it too wet, you can't throw out wet produce and all of these things. So there,
Right.
of course, there is some work that goes into it, but it's not work that's rocket science, right? It's
Right.
not complicated. Once you get
Right.
the hang of it, just like anything else, and then it becomes your lifestyle. If you understand your purpose and where it's going, what you're doing, and how it matters, why it matters, then of course. So after these 2 months, po, you said 6.5 thousand.
6.5 tons. So that's, yes, the 6.5 tons of food waste.
Yes, we're from the 7 merchants.
Yes.
We're so that's only 2 months. How is it doing now? I mean, are they still doing the bokashi system? Are they uh what are the updates when it
Well,
comes to
because
bokashi?
of the pandemic, a lot of the things stops, especially the malls, the offices. There were no people there,
They
so
were
we're just,
continuing. They
yeah,
were
we're just,
continuing to do it
yeah.
pre-COVID. It was
We
something
were
we were able
supposed
to
to
continue.
start something in March when the COVID started as well.
Right.
So, uh, in October, November, we started talking about how to resume this program. And actually, BGC already started their campaign for Love Food Avoid Waste, and they're encouraging residents and businesses to start this way of composting.
That's great. We'll talk more about exactly how to subscribe, how much it will cost, how many buckets on average are needed by businesses. Um, all of these things that people want to know. It's so nice to see people with questions, but we will be answering all that. Ms. Rina, thank you so much for your
Okay, thank
presentation.
you, Casey.
Thank you. And so, soil mates, you guys are my soil mates here. Are you guys ready to make a change? I know you are, because you have so many questions that you want answered. We will be answering your questions later on in the program. I'm so glad that I'm part of this. Thank you for making me a part of this, because this is very important stuff that we need to know about. Now, to further help our food businesses in diverting their food waste, you guys, from the landfill through Bokashi composting, here's Monique Mahusay. Monique Mahusay
Hi, Casey.
class. Hi, Monique.
Hi.
I'm excited
Hello.
to discuss the Soil Mate project with you. And
Right.
I was joking around about this. So this is like the Tinder. This is like the Tinder of like-minded people that want to do better for the planet. No, so it's interesting because it's very now, and this is something that will definitely resonate with people like me from this generation and even younger. I mean, this is something we definitely can include in our lifestyles like a
Mm-hmm.
normal thing. So please take it away and tell us more about the Soilmate project. Paano ba magiging mas convenient talaga, di ba, yung composting, or para hindi ma-intimidate yung mga tao pag sinabing composting, parang ano yun, parang ang dami kong gagawin, but actually no. So please, paano ba natin gagawin to para sa mga food businesses natin na mas maintindihan kung paano talaga magiging part ito ng everyday business natin or everyday lives natin.
Right,
Take
right.
it away.
Okay, thank you, Casey. So, actually, sinabi nga ni Miss Vina na madali na lang ang bokashi composting. Ang composting ngayon because of bokashi composting technique from Green Space. Pero mas papadaliin pa natin yan by developing a mobile application. So, ano ba to? Yan. So, I know Miss Vina and Miss Mel and you, Casey, of course, you've given a lot of information already. So, I will just tie them up together and I will keep my presentation simple and sweet, of course, like a dessert. Ayan. So, ano ba to? In an effort to divert food waste that is thrown to the landfills and, of course, combat environmental pollution, WWF Philippines and Green Space nga is teaming up in this project. And hopefully, this can make a difference for the food business community, especially those situated in the urban areas. So, ito na yun. So, the Soilmate project aims to divert unavoidable organic waste from the landfills to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and build healthy soil by connecting businesses to a composting subscription service through a mobile application. So actually, some countries have started this kind of idea of food waste diversion already. And us, our country in the Philippines, adapting to this system can potentially reap great benefits from this. So given that the country relies heavily on being digitally connected, especially nowadays, diba? So this mobile application, this initiative presents appetite for convenience and easy access. So actually the development of the mobile application is still in the works. So this is something that we can look forward to by early next year. But as early as now, we can start subscribing to the composting service by Green Space already. Ayan. And also the geographic focus of choice shall be the biggest city in the Philippines, which is Quezon City. And we know that Quezon City was declared as the country's new health and wellness tourism capital. And as of August 2018, the city houses 3,426 duly registered food service establishments. But don't worry, guys, if you are outside Quezon City, but within Metro Manila, you can still avail this composting subscription service. Ayan. So the project will be implemented for a year by WWF, and afterwards, the management of the project will be turned over to Green Space for continuity and sustainability. Yan. So we are to develop an app called Soilmate nga, which aims to grant businesses easy access to bokashi composting and a centralized food waste collection system. And ito yung mga notable main features niya. So first, the user can easily avail composting subscription packages. So you choose the plan that meets your food waste volume. So if you are aware of your food waste volume, you can already compute how many buckets you can fill up. But if not, we can help you estimate it naman. Ayan. Next, food waste collection options. So in the mobile app, you can choose your preferred bucket exchange day. So in this way, you know when to get the buckets ready for collection. And you can already secure all the full buckets which were filled before collection day. Next, there will be a food waste measurement tracker then with methane calculator. Your diversion statistics, such as the amount of food waste diverted from the landfills, your methane emissions avoided, and the compost created are updated each collection and will be made available to your business to show off and of course to celebrate your impact, diba? Internally or externally. So pwede nyo ipa-frame yung mga diversion statistics ninyo and ilagay sa mga food businesses ninyo. And of course, there will be educational materials on food waste, composting, and environmental issues related to food waste. There will be feedback mechanism. And lastly, yung pinaka-favorite ko, the mobile application can also be a channel for compost beneficiaries. So we can have the option of sharing the earned compost to our beneficiaries, like community garden or any small-scale farm. So in this way, we can strengthen community farms and gardens to create thriving communities that would value local and healthy food. So here we can see na we're trying to build a community of earth-conscious citizens, di ba? Yung mga food businesses or hotel hospitality sector na nagda-divert ng food waste nila from the landfills, yung mga taong nagko-compose, the farmers or the producers, and the consumers who value local produce. So, makikita natin lahat sila sa mobile application. Ayan. The Soilmate app, done in partnership with GreenSpace, increases possibilities to provide systematic linkage and process solutions faced by the hospitality industry. So in addition, this idea supports the industry in their decision making by providing evidence-based solutions to support their sustainability efforts in terms of resource management and lessening their waste contribution. As what Ms. Rina mentioned a while ago, na this composting program has been integrated into several businesses' operations already. And there are proven evidences that waste thrown to the landfills are significantly reduced. So we are hoping that this initiative, this project, will help decision makers to shift completely from being landfillers to land healers. Ayan. Next, the idea promotes circular economy by keeping up with the easy access through technology that is readily available and efficient. So if dati we have a lot of challenges in composting because the resources are not readily available and we are faced with certain inconveniences like wala tayong area to do it, may pests, may foul odor, and among others. So even if we want to compost, we cannot, di ba? So through the Soymate application, dadalhin na namin yung solution sa inyo. So just subscribe to the composting service, collect your food waste in the Bokashi bucket, and we'll do the rest for you guys. So you'll be able to earn compost back or choose a local community garden to share your compost with pa. So, di ba, nabawasan na yung food waste nyo, nakatulong ka pa sa mga farmer natin, and that's circular economy. Di ba? And third, Soilmate provides continuous and real-time monitoring of waste diversion. So lack of knowledge about food waste leads to misunderstanding and mismanagement. And food businesses with no food waste monitoring system tend to underestimate quantity wasted and its financial and environmental impact. So by having real-time data on food waste status and observing the trends, timely actions can be taken by the food businesses to improve waste practices, leading to the reduction of food waste. Yeah. And lastly, Soilmate supports social inclusion, livelihood, and cleaner food production. So reduction of food waste can lead to operational improvements and employees' behavioral transformation. So it starts from your operation, from your business. So you as the manager, when you open your business to this idea of composting, you're giving your staff a chance to do something meaningful for the environment, di ba? Na pwede pa nilang mauwi sa mga bahay nila. Ayan. And as I mentioned a while ago nga, na Soilmate can be a channel for those who are in need of compost. So we can share our earned compost with local community gardens and urban farms to support their local food system. Ayan. So to wrap it up, yun lang. Food waste reduction nevertheless remains at the helm of tackling our food waste problems. But now, by composting, community members and businesses close the loop by returning those nutrients back into the soil to grow more healthy food. So now, we can close the gaps that lead unavoidable food waste to landfills by encouraging everyone to be a soilmate. Ayan. So, ready na ba kayong maging soilmate namin? Kayo na ba yung hinahanap namin, guys? Ayan.
Kami na ba yung one?
Oo. Ayan. So, we are your partner in keeping away food waste from the landfills. And we also want to be your partner for this journey of leading a regenerative and sustainable business. So that's it. That's it, Casey. Thank you so much. I hope that our audience from Zoom and also in Facebook learned a lot today. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, of course, Monique, we're the
Yes.
ones that want to thank you, not everybody from F. Like I said, this is not a topic I thought I would ever talk about. But when you
Mhm.
asked me to participate in this program, I obviously said yes. It was a yes for me because, like what you said, no, you can be a land healer instead of a
Yes,
land
correct.
builder. Land healer. I like that. It does heal the land, and these are systems put in place that are available to us that we just need to um, know more about. Just like
Mm-hmm.
anything, it has to be part of our system.
True.
And like you've been saying, from bags to buckets, and then from buckets now we've got apps. This is so
Mm-hmm.
relatable to people like me, and we just really have to know more and make and see that people are doing it. Diba? The more people who the more people doing it, the more relatable it becomes to us. So I
Mm-hmm.
love to see a lot more businesses do this, take it on, a lot more people talking about it, because it is a practical solution and it's great. A lot of people will agree, especially in the chat already, that this is great. These are resources that are available to us. And so thank you so much.
Thank
When
you.
done to our food waste problem is now definitely made easier, and it just fits us like a glove. It's so easy to do. I personally have my own starter kit here, and we are so excited to be workshopped and to know about how it works. And then maybe I can vlog about this and show how easy it is to make it part of our everyday lives, whether or not you own a food business or if you just want to start from your kitchen at home. So thank you again. Just I think in 2021 that app is going to launch, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Miss Rina, Miss Mel, and Monique. At the end of the webinar, I know that they have prepared a short game. The winners will be given a special prize, but really more than that, before we proceed to the game and ending the show, because we are ending this soon, I would like to invite everybody to support the WWF Philippines fundraising campaign called Project Silong. The link is in their bio in their Instagram account, but also you can just go to bit.ly/Project Silong. These are fishing communities affected by both the back-to-back typhoons, Rolly and Ulysses, or VAMCO. These are in the provinces of Albay, Camarines Sur, Catanduanes. So these are our fisher folk. I think that's in Bicol. I'm not really great at geography. I think these are our Bicolano fisher folk. They were left with no homes to return to, as it says on the screen, no more boats. They've lost their livelihoods. These fishermen or these communities also, you don't know, but these communities were also preparing for this huge certification that they were going to undertake already this year after years of preparation, to be part of, to be recognized as a um, sustainable fishing community in the standards of the world, the international standards. But because of these back-to-back typhoons, it's delayed that, and it's really halted them. And so they just have no homes. And so we're currently experiencing very challenging times right now. But if you would feel it in your heart to help out, we've been helping out personally with Casey's Closet, my online shop. We've auctioned out gowns and we've been able to raise about 300,000 pesos so far, also from my jewelry. So you can actually do your own thing to help. You can also do a direct donation with the information here on screen. So that's all the information you need to help our fisher folk in Bicol. And this is called Project Silong. We're trying to hit a 1 million peso mark. This will also help to buy or create their fiberglass boats. We're aiming to purchase more than 2,000 fiberglass boats for sustainable tuna fishing. This is going to help our economy and so please do. If you are in the hospitality business, which we think you are, this is what this program is all about. This will help them do their fishing for sustainable tuna and all of these things. So to learn more about WWF Philippines and to find out how we can hashtag change the ending for the planet, visit wwf.org.ph or simply visit the WWF Facebook page and click the Learn More button. So it's WWF Philippines. You guys, thank you so much for giving me that time to talk to you about Project Silong. It is an emergency appeal. Just because the typhoon left doesn't mean that these lives don't need help. So now that I've said that, moving forward, we would like to take the questions now. While I'm here, I would love to help facilitate. I've seen a lot of questions here in the group chat, but it is not for me to say which questions to entertain. But from WWF, our Zoom participants, hi guys again! Sa lahat ng nanonood, I know may mga taga Marikina dito. Kumusta naman kayo dyan sa Marikina? I hope everything is getting better dyan in Marikina. I know that there are people also from Alabang and Makati and Laguna and Cavite, Parañaque, all of these places. So thank you for being here. So let's see. So these are the questions we would like to answer. One, wait, who's answering them? Not me. Miss Rina, you're here. I don't have the answers. I'm also learning here. Okay, so Miss Rina will help us. Somebody asked, how can subscribing to Soilmate help the businesses in terms of profit? So of course, we're business thinkers here. We are really wondering how this will make money for the businesses.
That's a tough question.
Somebody has, I guess, you answer.
Yeah. Well, probably one is on savings. So if you're spending on hauling and it only ends up in the landfill, what if you can save from hauling it to the landfill, or maybe the result of where you're putting your money? It's not necessarily a profit, but you're putting money on an exercise that brings your waste to a landfill. But what if you will switch that or switch to an alternative like composting? So let's say we'll go cost neutral. Whatever you're spending in bringing it to the landfill, you'll spend in composting. So there's no profit there, there's no savings, but the result is better. So in terms of profit, maybe that's going to be a big discussion. Like if it's going to the compost would end up with a partner farm and you have a relationship with the farm, you now have better produce from the partner farm because of how we've improved the soil health, then maybe there's better relationship in purchasing the produce. So there are a lot of aspects to it.
So it is, we've been talking about the circular economy, right? So it is also the responsibility of the business owner or the business to create that circular economy within its business. So how much is it actually? Is it very expensive or actually really affordable?
It starts at right now it starts at 750 pesos. We provide you with your buckets. So you'll have 2 buckets and you'll have your supply of Bokashi brand. And that includes collection of the 2 buckets every month. So now, of course, businesses have different volumes. So we need to really discuss with them what type of volume are we expecting. So what what frequency do we need to pick up from them? Do we need to pick up every day? Can we pick up every week, or can be every month? So those things would come into the picture when talking about the cost, because it would include the materials that you will be using, the buckets, and then the brand will be replenished, and then the logistics and the actual composting that will happen in the farm. But it starts at 750 pesos per month.
Okay, and that's for 2 buckets.
Yes.
Free with the 750.
Yes.
Monthly. And then how much can it how much can it take, 1 bucket? Just to give them an idea.
Yes, 1 bucket is about 10 kilograms of food waste in the average. Imagine a household of 4 to 5 people. They would fill up a bucket in 2 weeks' time. So when we did the exercise with Bose Coffee, they would fill up 1 bucket in 1 week. Since they do not have preparation in their kitchen, they only have leftovers from the dining customers. It would take them 7 to 10 days to fill up one bucket. So
Wow.
that's just two buckets for the whole month. Um, for restaurants as big as Max's, they could fill up 4 buckets in one day because of all the dining customers.
Are
So
you saying that they have availed of this service already?
during the exercise in Glorieta.
Oh, okay.
And they have to say that they assigned the food waste collection to their dishwasher, and so sipag, and he enjoyed it so much that whenever he had to clean up the sink, everything goes into the bucket. So sobrang na-appreciate niya. And all the food waste goes into the bucket. For a whole day, at least 4 buckets would be filled by parang
Oh,
a restaurant as busy as Max's.
yeah, it seems that, the people who get assigned to this will truly enjoy it. I mean, it's an activity to do as well, and it's something new, and it actually is very, it makes so much sense. But these are just packaged in ways that have to be packaged, and branded and things, because it has to be reintroduced to us, these concepts, especially for city girls and people who've already grown up and been working. And yeah. Oh, and another question from Ms. Maria CSIP. This is great. Will there be resources available for us to access after this session?
WWF normally shares after every webinar resources. So, right, Monique, you'll be sharing some materials that our audience can use.
Yes, po. And actually, the video recorded on Facebook will be saved also in our Facebook page, so they can rewatch the live video there.
Okay, and then another question from Ms. Janie Yu. How many buckets on average are needed by businesses? This has been answered, I think. I'm guessing she says that once you reach 10 kilograms in a bucket, you need to use another bucket. So the first bucket has
Right.
time to ferment, and so on. How long from putting food waste to okay, so the
Yes,
process
the
of from the
process.
time you dump the waste into the bucket to the time that it's actually ready for delivery to maybe a partner farm, or from that until the product is composted. What is that?
Right.
What does that look like?
Yep. So you collect your food waste in buckets. That would take from a day to 2 weeks. Some households would even fill up a bucket in a month. So the collection part would be dependent on the food waste generated at source. But from the time the bucket is full, we have to keep it for 2 weeks to let it ferment. And after 2 weeks, the composting part, we now mix it with soil, and it would take 4 weeks. So from the time it's full until it's composted is about 6 weeks. So give it 6 to 8 weeks, you'll be having compost, as compared to traditionally, kasi you can bury your food waste naman in soil. But that would normally take 6 months, even to a
As it
year.
hastens the process po, Ms. Reeds.
Yes. So that's what we want to happen in the city.
Oh, see, this is a great point to bring up, because I have no idea about composting or anything like that. It's great to learn, because even these days, since the quarantine, people are learning how to cook. People are learning how to grow, how to create survival gardens. People so it's basically the whole cycle now that we're learning. We're learning everything from food preparation to this composting right in the middle. We skipped a step, actually, because most people just learn to cook and then would grow plants in their garden. But now we're actually tackling what's in between that we never talked about, which is composting.
But Casey, also we'd like to mention that not because we're composting, we can now waste food. Still, the best way is to avoid food waste, right? So there are chefs who advocate for waste in the kitchen to minimize food waste, on how you can use every part of every ingredient. But we're really just talking about the unavoidable waste, that the scraps that we need
Well,
to
we
throw
eat
out.
every
So
day. We're supposed
yeah,
to.
and yeah. So we're not giving you a license to waste food, but we're giving you a way to keep them away from the landfill.
And then another question, Ms. Rina, from Facebook. I think this might be the last question we're going to entertain, supposedly, because we're going to have to wrap this up real quick and live the rest of the day. It is almost lunchtime. So, from Mr. Joshua Luis Maano, will this project be partnered with the academe, like universities and schools, especially for the courses that they provide there related to food? They want to know if this project can partner up with universities and schools, because they say it would be better for the students to become aware of composting food. I think it's a great idea. I don't know what you've been doing so far, Ms. Rina, but like for somebody like me, that the more exposed the topic is, the more you feel that it can be part of your lifestyle. It's like, sadly, people are more concerned about gossip than they are about composting. But in the same way, this is something that can be discussed and can be done, and
Right.
a lot of people learn by observation more than being told what to do. So, what do you think about that? Partnering up with universities and
Yeah,
schools.
that's actually a great idea. Uh, Sadly, it always goes back to the pandemic, but we've been talking to some potential
There
partners
are
in
vaccines.
early of
Distribution now.
2020. Yeah. So actually, when we started, Enderan did their composting and we were servicing there, but we weren't able to continue given the pandemic. So I hope when everything's back to normal, we can resume all those discussion. And yeah, it's interesting that the idea of really not just servicing the schools, but linking up with the students with specific courses or specific subject matters.
But
And
for now, we have the online world. I mean, there's so much we can discuss together online.
right,
And like, if you do videos of people just actually doing it and making it part of their daily, uh,
Yes.
it
yeah,
will change things. It will familiarize people
Yes.
with it. I'm sorry about the drilling. My neighbor is doing something like renovating there, but I hope it's not bothering you. I hope you don't hear it much. But yes,
Yeah, hi,
Mel.
Casey.
Hi.
Mel here. So just to add to the answer of Ms. Rina, no, regarding the partnership for universities. So actually, the Sustainable Diner and the Soilmate, we are also heavy on public awareness and consumer education campaigns, and one of which is to develop educational modules. So we finished actually developing the educational modules for primary and secondary schools. And now we will be developing one for tertiary level na. And definitely this whole cycle of preventing, donating, and diverting will be included in the module. So I would like to give a shout out to our consultants here from UPLB and to my former professor, Miss Angie. Hi, you're here po. So they're the ones helping us to do the educational module, which will include this. Definitely kasama talaga itong composting na ito sa mga courses on hospitality, on nutrition, culinary schools, tourism and hospitality management courses. So definitely ito ay kasama sa aming pipeline.
Yes, para kasama na rin sa lifestyle at sa sistema ng lahat
Yes.
ng pag-compost
Yes.
from home,
Mm-mm.
diba? Kasi it speeds up pala the process. Galing.
Mm-mm.
Okay, well, is there anything else you would like to add or say to our viewers right now?
Siguro my parting message na lang, as early as now, you may want to subscribe to the Soilmate subscription packages by Greenspace, and by next year we will be inviting you again to our launching naman of the app. So ongoing na yung process natin dito, and we are hoping that not only businesses, communities, we have to work together so that we can achieve a better world for all of us, especially now that we have this pandemic, we have this climate crisis and everything else. So we highly encourage you to do this movement with us and with Green Space. So maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat for sharing your time with us.
Thank you, then, Miss Mel. You're right. This is a movement, right? It is a movement. Shouldn't be so hard, actually. You just need to get hold of these tools and then do it. Go, go for it. So thank you again, Miss Rina and Miss Mel. So, and to all our viewers, thank you so much for your questions. So, ayan na. Ito na. Here is the moment we've all been waiting for. So, simple lang naman po itong game natin. Meron tayong pa-games. And this is just to test kung nakikinig talaga kayo, kung dahil nandito kayo, nakikinig talaga kayo. May pa-test na magaganap. Pero Monique will be asking questions and you will be given only 10 seconds to answer. Paunahan lang pong i-type ang answer sa comment section. And a WWF representative will be sending you a message on how you can get your prize. So this is a test kung meron kayong napulot dito sa session natin today because I've learned a lot. I hope you have learned a lot too. So let's get ready. Monique, are you game to start?
Yes, thank you, Casey.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, guys. So, paunahan lang po ito. So, mga keyboard warriors, ready na tayo dyan. Okay, for the first question, how much food waste are produced daily in Metro Manila? So, timer starts now. Okay, sinabi yan ni Casey. Kin-compute niya pa. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Alright, thank you. I think may winner na tayo. So don't worry guys, a WWF representative will be sending you a message on how you can claim your prize. Okay, let's move on to our second question. Give me the 3 green solutions to food waste problems. Timer starts now. 10, 9, 8. Okay, tatlo yon. Mahaba-haba. Ayan, I think may nanalo na ulit. Okay, so third question. Ayan, so multiple choice siya. Just type the letter. So which of the following is not a feature of Soilmate mobile application? Pakibasa na lang A, B, C, or D. Hindi ko na lang kung may magkamali pa dito. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Thank you, guys. Now for our last question. For this one, hindi na siya paunahan, but we will pick the best answer. So, and after we pick the best answer, of course, representative will be sending you a message if you're the one who won. So sorry, fourth question pa lang pala tayo. What are the 3 stages of bokashi composting? Okay, fourth question. Okay. Okay, last question. Ayan. So give one reason why composting is essential in your food business operation. Ayan. So we will pick the best answer, guys. So hindi na to paunahan. And yung mananalo dito will be receiving a Bokashi Composting Starter Kit. O, di ba? Ayan. So, thank you guys. Congratulations for all the winners. Again, a WWF representative will be sending you a message and will tell you how you can claim your prizes.
Ano ba, Monique, yung totoo, ano ba yung prizes nila?
Okay. Marami. Nasa picture. Can you show it again, Jonah? Meron tayong mga travel utensil set. Ayan.
Wow.
Merong key cup. May mga stasher sandwich bag. Ayan. May mga aqua carton transparent bottle. Ayan. And of course, yung grand winner sa 5th question, magkakaroon siya ng Bokashi Composting Starter Kit.
Amazing! Congratulations! Ang hihirap ng mga tanong. Ako nga nag-post dito, hindi ko alam.
Ang galing! Yung sagot nilang lahat.
Galing! So, kayo pala yung nagpipay attention, hindi ako. Joke lang. Amazing, guys. It's been so much fun. We have to wrap up the show. It is lunchtime soon. I hope you guys are excited to have lunch. But I hope that also, this session has really helped to bring up a new idea. It may not be new to a lot of people, but it is new to the rest of us. And this is so much fun, but also it's exciting because now we can really see that there are solutions we can take home with us. As they say, this all begins from our homes, and the kitchen is where it all begins, is where it all starts. So before we wrap up, guys, I'd like to invite everyone to support again WWF Philippines Project Silong. This is again a fundraising campaign for our fishing communities out in Bicol that are affected by the back-to-back typhoons. We are really helping them be, reach global standards, which they've been training for sustainable fishing. This was the year that they were supposed to take that final exam and get that certification to be recognized in the world. And unfortunately, this has really delayed them, but we need to help them get back on track, and they will be the face of Philippine fisher folk, in the world of sustainable fishing and all of these things. So it goes beyond just helping out fishermen who have lost their livelihoods. This is something that they stand for, and they can be the face of Philippine fishermen worldwide that are doing things sustainably and properly. So we can hashtag change the ending, and also for our fellow Filipinos, build back better communities that are more sustainable and climate resilient. Flashing now on screen our bank account information where you can send your donations directly to the donation drive of WWF's Project Silong. I also have been selling on Casey's Closet luxury gowns, shoes, bags, and pre-loved items that a proceed of these of your purchases will go to Project Silong. To the people who might be watching this that have bought Avecma jewelry, thank you. The proceeds have gone to this as well. We've been able to raise like 200,000-300,000 pesos so far, and hopefully we will all together help our Philippine fisher folk out. And that concludes our Food for the Soil, Be a Soil Mates live webinar, you guys. We hope that we inspired you to live sustainably and to apply the new learnings we got from today's show in your daily lives and in your future plans. And I can't wait to try it out. I can't wait also for our generation to all make this the new norm for all of us. So stay tuned on WWF Philippines official social media pages for announcements on future digital events. And this has been Casey Concepcion, WWF Philippines newest ambassador, now signing off. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, everybody, and stay healthy, stay safe, stay happy. Bye.